Hi traders, this is Chris from Elite Currency with a new video on the euro dollar and pound dollar. The previous one had bad sound, so this is a re-recording of that. Before we take a look at the markets, be aware of our ECS live service with live analysis setups and of course also webinars. I think you will love Nenet's CAMACD MTF setups, for instance. So check out more info at this link and sign up soon and you'll see us in the channel. All right, so here we go again, because this is a re-recording. Euro dollar daily chart, down trend here at this moment on the daily at least, but price is now reaching the top of this channel, so it's a bounce or break spot. There was a little bit of a wick yesterday, but only about half of the candle, so I wouldn't say that the bears had control, neither the bulls. A little bit of an indecision candle. If we dive into the 4-hour chart, we see that price is making a little bit of a rising wedge. I think you can see the price is kind of running out of steam here. That said, we're already saying that there could be a little bit of one more push up to retest the top of the channel, the top of the rising wedge. 113.80ish perhaps could be, or 75 could be a bouncing spot, maybe 114, and retest and bounce off of this top basically. All right, so this could be a big resistance zone for a move down. However, if price for whatever reason does push up higher with a lot of momentum, and on a daily chart we see a big bullish candle like this that closes up at 114 with a close near the high, a candle like that, right, because the low here is about 113.30, so if it's at least about 70-80 pip size, this candle, then that could indicate a bullish continuation. Instead, we can look for a little bit of retracement, and then a continuation up to 115, I would say, is the main target if we get such a decisive bullish daily candle. Otherwise, today, I think there could be space for upside, but rejection I would expect in this zone at 113.75, 114. That's where I think price might make a bigger correction like this, an ABC correction towards the head and shoulders level, the inverted one here. This is left shoulder, this being head, this being right shoulder. All right? That head and shoulders level is at around 112.50, 112.30. Price could make like this. So if we see an ABC correction and we see bullish candlestick patterns at 112.50, that could be the start of a interesting impulsive reversal to the upside as part of a wave C or wave 3. Doesn't really matter. We would expect upside. I think that could be a very interesting potential there for upside. I'm going to keep an eye on that. Bullish candlestick patterns on the 4-hour or daily chart could confirm that. Now, at this moment, I don't see any particular trade that's interesting. I do think that this one is interesting. This upside is not so interesting because the target is so close. I would find it upside interesting if we get a good strong bullish candle today, and tomorrow or the day after we see some retracement and continuation. Or another trade I think could be interesting from my perspective is if you get a rejection from this area with strong momentum, you see a flag or some kind of correction like this, and then you see a rebreak to the downside to trade wave C. Not my most favorite one. I think the upside is still more interesting. So on a 4-hour chart, by the way, one thing you want to keep an eye on are these support levels, because if price breaks through that with a lot of momentum and a lot of impulse, then shows a flag, that could be the combination that we're looking for a move lower. In that case, price has broken below this rising wedge. The bear flag is confirming that the bears are probably in control, and the break of that flag could see the continuation down to that head and shoulders target at 112.50. So for the moment, this ABC and then down, maybe correction and up. That's what I'm expecting. And for the moment, unless price really breaks above 114 or below 111.80, that of course would send it a message that the euro dollar is bearish. For the moment, if it doesn't break above 114 or below 111.80, this is the path of least resistance that I think is most likely for this euro dollar. Now, pound dollar was supposed to have a potential vote today, on the third vote actually on May's Brexit deal, but as far as I understood, it's not taking place. So, the Brexit news is maybe a little bit waiting still. Of course, you never know, it could pop up at any moment, but as far as I understand, Thursday will be the next moment that the EU gathers. But always keep an eye on that news. Brexit news could be fast, immediate, volatile, so be aware of that. Technically speaking, though, pound dollar is showing a lot of momentum here. This could all be part of a correction. And I think if you connect the dots here, the trend lines are indicating a little bit of a rising wedge at this moment. That could indicate a reversal. A rising wedge is a reversal chart pattern. Price is also close to the 50 fib when you put a fib from here to here. So around 134, 135 could be a strong resistance level. Top of the rising wedge, 50 fib, could be plenty of reasons for price to move lower. But for the meantime, for the moment, right, price is actually making a little bit of a bull flag pattern. And you can see that happened after some good momentum up. This looks like a wave A, B. Price seems to be still part of a wave C. And if we dive into a 1 hour chart within wave C, it seems to be a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A fifth wave may be possible at this point, and price is trying to break above the top of that channel. So if we get one more 1 hour candle, that could push and close above 129, 133, let's say. That should indicate the breakout, I would say, to the upside. Aiming at 134 could be a wise target. It could even extend up to 135 as well, by the way. If we put a fib on this swing here, that's unfortunately not visible. Hang on. Then minus 272 target is even at the 135. As I said, it could extend further. But if you want a more safer target, let's say, then 134 makes sense. This could complete the wave 5 of C, and this could be a good breakout trade. But keep in mind that this momentum, you have to monitor it closely. Check if the impulsiveness is still there, because price is in the last push up, perhaps the last wave 5 of C. So it might be running a little bit out of steam. It is at the top of a rising wedge. So although it could make that push up, once it breaks this top, or maybe even fails to break this top, it could kind of show some weakness and start to slow down in its momentum, right? And maybe make a correction like this. So that could happen, and you got to be careful of that. Otherwise, it is looking good for upside. Then I would be curious to see if there are any bearish candlestick patterns in this zone between 134 and 135 that appear that could signal some downside on the pound dollar. Also, keep an eye on this trend line. For the moment, I don't see price breaking below that, but that could be another factor to consider. If it breaks below this support zone, that price might make a bigger correction down to the bottom of the rising wedge. I don't see that happening for the moment. I think that a breakout is likely. 1 hour or 4 hour candle above 133 is aiming at 134/135, which could be a reversal zone. All right, so hopefully the sound quality was better now, and next time we'll be back on Thursday as always. Hope that the video was not too quick. I had to rush a little bit because we were doing this one, but hope it's all fine. Gonna see you very soon. Check out elitecurrency.com, of course, for a lot of free material like our ECS start package, free analysis, a lot of research and articles, educational articles that we're offering on our website. And wish you all good trading. Cheers.